Quer ouvir essa catedral?
So my other videos here on YouTube are all about hiking, but if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I do like to go on short bikepacking trips as well in the summer. You know, if you want the ultimate sense of being in nature, slowly soaking it all in, hiking is still the best option, no doubt. But there's also something really special about that feeling of speed, covering large distances that you can only get on a bike. But it's definitely more of a hassle and a production to film a bikepacking trip though. Not sure if I'm going to do that often. Anyway, this was a wonderful trip that brought me to the East Cantons of Belgium, a region that has historically been part of the German Empire. A lot of people there still speak German, and it is of course home to the High Fens, the largest nature reserve of the country. The full route I did was 200 kilometers spread over about 2.5 days. Check the Strava links in the description for all the details. Special shout out though to the Ravels, which is a network of designated bike paths, and they are often like former railways that have been paved and are now exclusive to bikes. And the most famous one is the Vennbahn, which follows the border with Germany for more than 120 kilometers. I did several parts of it, and it's just a joy to ride the flat, smooth tarmac without worrying about traffic at all. We were at the start of a heat wave here, and the sun was just scorching hot most of the day, and the rivers have all been reduced to like brown trickling streams. Fortunately, the temperatures were bearable in the woods, and the nights were nice and cool, even chilly in the morning. But I did cut a part off of my planned route on the third day because it would have just been a bad idea to ride for hours without any shade. I did manage to reach Aachen and the border point between Belgium, Germany and the Netherlands, which is also the highest point of the Netherlands, by the way, which is of course not that high at all, but it's a bit of a tourist trap, and I didn't really fancy waiting in line for a selfie there. Now let's talk about gear for a minute, because this year I have made a few upgrades to my bikepacking kit. Last year, Decathlon announced their full range of bikepacking bags under their Riverside brand, and they were pretty hard to come by initially. By now they're widely available online, and Decathlon kindly gave me a nice discount to give them a spin. But even at full price, I think they're very much a good option. So to start with, I had the saddle bag, which holds my tent, spare clothes, my slippers, Jetboil, and my food. It's very easy to attach the harness, and into this harness you slide the waterproof dry bag, which is super convenient because you can easily take just the bag on and off. And once you strap it tight, it's really solid. It barely sways from side to side, and honestly, you forget that you have like up to 15 liters of gear behind you. In the front, there's a similar harness plus dry bag combo for an additional like 10 to 12 liters. And this is where I put my sleeping quilt, sleeping pad, a pillow, and a spare power bank and cables. So I could leave that one on the whole day. The harness has clips to conveniently attach another smaller bag, and that's great for packing smaller stuff like snacks, sunscreen, shades, wallet and keys, stuff like that. That bag also has a removable shoulder strap, so you can pop this one off to take all your important stuff with you in a pinch. These handlebar bags will inevitably shake a little when you take your bike over cobblestones or rough gravel roads, but they handle it very well and they stay firmly attached. Riverside also has a big frame bag, but I use that space for bottles and to attach my tent poles with straps. And then finally, I have a bunch of smaller bags in like the cockpit area for another bottle, my camera gear, repair kit with spare tube, a battery pack to charge my phone while riding, stuff like that. And as always with Decathlon, there are other brands out there that have more features or that are more lightweight, for example. But of course, that comes with a substantially heftier price tag. And honestly, I continue to be impressed by Decathlon, by them finding a great balance between features and price. In fact, a lot of the other gear on this trip, my clothes, my pillows, sleeping pad, even my bike itself, was bought at Decathlon with my own money. So The full list of my gear with links and weights is on lighterpack.com, and it's linked below in the description. I also finally bought a new tent after the previous one got destroyed by horses. So if you haven't heard that story, do check my Tour du Mont Blanc video. And yeah, while you're at it, subscribe to the channel, comment if you have any questions, follow me on Instagram for updates, and I'll see you soon.